What's up, Facebook world? It's your girl, Mindy C, making a late night snack tonight. All right, let's get started. I'm going to wait a second while someone jumps on here on my late night live. You know, I like to be cooking on late Saturday nights. Last Saturday night we drank. So tonight I'm making some, sour cream and chive chips. So that's what I'm making, and you can use these chips to put in cracker, or you can put in soups, you can use for your favorite dip. Hey Angie, how are you? Hey Eric, how are you? I'm making some sour cream and chive chips. So you'll need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you'll need a bowl. You'll need some of your best friend parchment paper. Okay, so you'll need a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper too. You might need 2 cookie sheets depending on your size of the cookie sheet. So that's up to you. So fairly easy, you guys, for these sour cream and chive. So a lot of these recipes, again, are base recipes, so you're using the same stuff. Hey Pete, hey Kaylin, how are you? Hey Bill. So for the first step for the sour cream and chives chips, you're going to need 1 3/4 cup of mozzarella. That's going into the bowl. And then you'll also need 2 tablespoons of butter going into the bowl. And then we're going to put this in the microwave for 1 to 2 minutes because we want that cheese and butter to all melt together. I'll be right back. I won't be gone long, I promise. I'm going to do 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, so sour cream and chive chips tonight, you guys. Fairly easy. I've got the ingredients up top in the instructions, okay? So super easy. I'm just waiting for the cheese and the butter to melt in the microwave. All right, that's not done yet. And you'll need some sour cream. You'll need 1 egg, and I slightly beated it up just a little bit because it's easier to incorporate. Some almond flour, some onion powder, garlic powder, chives, and some salt. And I'm also going to put a teaspoon of jalapeno mustard in there. So that's optional for you. If you want to put regular mustard in there, or if you don't want to put mustard at all, don't do it. But I've got this jalapeno, and it's not that hot. But I like this brand the best. I buy this at, you can get it at Kroger's or Walmart or Meijer, by Wolber's jalapeno mustard. Whoop whoop. And of course you need some chives. So you can use fresh chives or you can use dry chives. Hey Michael, how are you? Hi Mary, thank you so much. I'm making some sour cream and chive chips tonight. So great thing, you know, we don't know when we can get chips on the keto, right? Or the low carb. So we're making chips tonight. I'm gonna check this cheese real quick. Oh, it's melted. It's melted. It's all melted. Okay, so you want the cheese to be all melted in here, and then you want to stir it up because you want to incorporate that butter. If it gets too hard to manage, then you're going to pop it in the microwave for like 10-second intervals to incorporate it. But, you know, it's a little difficult to work with butter when you're incorporating with cheese. So just be patient with it. It's not going to all mesh together at first. So just mix it up a little bit. It's not going to combine that butter and cheese. I've got 1 3/4 cup of cheese in here and 2 tablespoons of butter. I melted it in the microwave. For those of you turning in, I'm just making sour cream and chive chips tonight. So butter, mozzarella cheese. I'm going to put 1 egg in here. And again, when you're mixing liquid ingredients with mozzarella cheese, just keep stirring it because it looks like it's never going to combine together, but it'll eventually bind together. So I've got 1 3/4 cup of mozzarella cheese melted, 2 tablespoons of butter melted, 1 egg, and I've got 2 tablespoons of sour cream. So that's going into the bowl as well. And we are, let me see, am I going to miss? Hey Lori, how are you? From Maryland. Nice to see you on here. Hey Cherry. Hey Freddie, how are you doing? Let me see. Lisa, how are you? Hi Debbie. Hey Gary. Hey Michelle. And I think, hi Angie. Okay, so, all right, let me get back because people get mad when I say hi on camera. Okay, so we've got 1 3/4 cup of melted mozzarella with 2 tablespoons of butter. I melted that in the microwave. I put 2 tablespoons of sour cream and 1 egg, and I'm just mixing it up. And again, You guys, it looks like it's not going to incorporate, but it will. Just work with it. Just stir it up real good. And then once we pour in the almond flour, so I got 3/4 cup of almond flour, I'm going to put that in. And I'm going to keep stirring it until we get some dough forming. So just keep stirring it. It will incorporate. First time I worked with melted mozzarella and eggs, I thought that, what the hell is this? But it works. Eventually it works. So you just want to keep stirring it so it all gets combined. I got my gloves ready too, so you can get your hands in there. If you want to use a hand mixer or a beater too, that will work too. I've tried a beater, but the beater gets everything all over the place. And the mozzarella cheese is so thick, it sticks inside the beaters. It just makes me mad. So I just use a spoon and use my hands. Hey Glenda, how are you? Hey Renee, how are you doing? Hey Andrea, I'm making some sour cream and chive chips tonight. So super easy, some melted mozzarella with butter, some eggs, some sour cream. The recipe is up there, some almond flour. That's what I've got in the bowl so far. I'm just incorporating the egg and the cheese and the butter and the almond flour so it's all binded together real good. So you want to make sure it's all binded. And then you get an arm workout. Everybody asks how I get my arms in shape. Right here. Make your stuff by hand and use your arms. This is how I'm getting exercise in. See? You can work your exercise in. My wrist is already hurting right now. That's okay. That's just fine. Okay, so it looks like it's incorporated. So this is what it's going to kind of look like. Just like that. So you just want to make sure all those ingredients are together. Oh, I missed some almond flour. Oh, let me put some more. Let me stir it up some more. I think someone's putting these dishes away when they're wet. This always is happening to me. Okay, so I've got the 1 3/4 cup of mozzarella, melted it in the microwave with 2 tablespoons of butter. I put 1 egg, and then I put, what else? 2 tablespoons of sour cream. And next I'm putting some salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And I've got 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder in the bowl. Boom. And then I also got 1 tablespoon of dried chives. And again, if you want to use fresh chives, if that's your jam, go ahead. I use the dry ones. And I use fresh too, but I got dry ones. And then I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of this jalapeno mustard on in here. So this is basically for flavor. So you're really not going to get much flavor from 1 teaspoon. So, and again, so if you don't want to put mustard in it, don't put mustard. Or if you don't like something, or if you want to switch up, you can even switch up the spices. So you can make these however you want. You know, you can use, I don't know, you can use cumin if you want. So whatever spices that you want, you can use. So this is more of a stickier dough. So what you're gonna need is we're gonna roll it out in between 2 pieces of parchment paper. So you're gonna want to spray that with a non-stick or put some oil on top. That way it's not going to stick to the parchment paper because it's a stickier batter. So just keep in mind. And I mean, I think you're supposed to refrigerate this a little bit first, but I'm not going to. So if it looks like it's too loose, then put it in the refrigerator for a little bit, but I'm not putting it in the refrigerator. I'm just going to roll it out how it is. We're going to work with it. We're going to work with it. That's what we're going to do. But you can totally, if it looks like it is too loose, just put it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes and let that dough kind of harden up together a little bit. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some more almond flour. Hey Enrique, hey Peggy, how are you doing? Let's bring them on the camera. Okay. Hey Julie, how are you? What's going on? Hey Mary, just making some sour cream and chive chips tonight. Super easy. Some mozzarella cheese, some butter. Just melt it. So again, if your dough looks like it's a little too sticky, stick it into the refrigerator, and it'll bind together better. But I'm not gonna do that. So I might have a mess and I might not, but we're gonna see if it works, because I'm a little impatient right now. So we're gonna see if it works. I'm gonna get my gloves out though, and why I'm picking this up. So I'm gonna put my gloves on, get my doctor gloves on, put that over there. How's everyone doing tonight? Everyone doing good? Having fun Saturday night? All right. Hey, Christina, what's going on? Hey, Nancy from Texas. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Sour cream and chives. I got the recipe up top. And again, sometimes the people that aren't watching the lives, you know, they kind of miss those little hints, like put the dough in the refrigerator to let it thicken up a little bit. But I'm just going to work with my hands a little bit. And again, it is, yeah, it might need to go into the refrigerator. But I'm going to work with it. Yeah, oh yeah. It needs to go into the refrigerator. Okay, but that's okay. I'm still going to work with it because it's not that many ingredients. So I've got my spray. So I'm going to spray my sheet. And I'm going to spray this sheet because, again, it's a stickier dough. And then I'm just going to plop that on here just like that. So, yep, so definitely put this in the refrigerator but I'm just going to kind of work with it here because you guys get the hint of it, right? So you put everything in together. It smells really good. It smells really, really good. But anyways, it's still going to bake. It's going to bake into something. It might not be exactly perfect chips, but, you know, next time I'll do it better. That's all. Trial by error. Trial by error. So just going to put sandwich that dough ball in between the parchment paper. And this might work. This might work. We might get somewhere here. So let me take off these gloves because that was good. And then I'm going to just roll this out. Let me get this over here. I'm going to get this all over myself, but that's okay. So when you're rolling this dough, you want to try to get it as thin as possible because the thinner the chips, they're going to crisp up better for you. So if they're too thick, they'll be kind of more of a bread chip. So you do want to kind of get the dough spread out real thin, real thin. And I'm not even going to pick these pieces up. I'm going to leave the bottom parchment paper right on, and we're going to lift it right onto the cookie sheet so we don't have to do anything. So that's one way to do it. So if you want to get impatient like me and not refrigerate your dough for 10 minutes, here you go. Just leave that dough on the bottom of that parchment paper, and then I'm just feeling for the thickness here. And that seems like it's going to be good. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Let me go slow. So yeah, definitely make sure you spray your parchment paper with a non-stick because, again, this will stick to it, and go slow so it doesn't stick. Let me get my pizza cutter out. Oh my God, where's the damn pizza cutter? Oh wait, I found it. Okay, got it. Pizza cutter or knife will work, but I like pizza cutter better. Hey Chris, how are you? Hey Ricky, what's going on? Hi Dawn. Hey Sheila, how are you doing? Let me see if I got... Oh, hey Nancy. Hey Lori, how are you? Hi Daphne, how are you doing? Nancy. Okay, I think I got everybody. I'm getting quick about this. Now cut these into whatever shapes you want. You want to put them into circles, you want to put them into triangles, you want to put them in squares, whatever you want your crackers to be. So I'm just gonna cut them however. We're just gonna cut triangles. So I'm just gonna go into triangles just like this. And then we'll cut them again. So they don't have to be perfect. They're just gonna be pieces for you to dip in your chips, your chip dip, or you can put them in your soups for crackers. And again, I would probably most likely refrigerate this dough next time just for about 10 minutes just to thicken it up a little bit, but it's working, it's working. So once it goes into the oven, hopefully it will cook good, right? We're praying, I'm praying. So yeah, just cut your crackers. There's no rhyme or reason. If you're tracking everything, what did I put in there? So I put 1 3/4 cup of mozzarella. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 carbs, and then some. So there's about, I'd say about 12 carbs in the whole batch. So, so if you figure if you eat the whole batch after it's done, then you're only eating 12 carbs. So cut them as big as you want, as little as you want, or however you want to do it. So I'm cutting them into all kinds of funky shapes here. So it all works. It all works, you guys. Just play around with it. Have fun with your food. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be hard. Just work with it. So if it doesn't come out the first time, try it. Try another way. So these look good. So all I'm going to do, because I didn't refrigerate this dough, is I'm just going to leave it on the parchment paper just like that. I'm going to get my cookie sheet, which I already lined it with parchment paper, so we'll take that one off. And then I'm just going to slide that right onto the cookie sheet. Just like that. Doesn't really fit, but that's okay. I'm baking it. I'm baking it just like this. It's going in the oven. It's fine. It'll be fine. So you want to bake it. You want to bake it at it says 10 to 12 minutes. So just check at it. It'll get brown around the edges, and almond flour burns a lot quicker than regular flour. So you just want to kind of just keep. I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. Hold on a second. Let me set this before I get off. So almond flour will burn quicker than any other flour. So you just want to keep an eye on it. So you do want to set your timer on these types of things, and you want to see the edges turn golden brown. And then once you see the edges turn golden brown, just keep taking a peek every couple minutes or something, because you don't want to burn them. So the browner the better, but you don't want them burned. Hey Amy, how are you doing? Hey Debbie, thank you so much, Debbie. Susan, the recipe's above. I posted it up there already. Hey Rebecca, what's going on, girlfriend? Hi Louisa, how are you doing? Hey Bridget, hey Jean. Hey Sandy, how are you doing? Hey Robin. Okay, I'm going to get in trouble for saying hi to everybody, because there's some keto police out there that don't like when we do lives and we say hello to people. But I'm saying I like to say hello to all my viewers, and I appreciate you guys watching. But that's all I got for you. So sour cream and chives crackers. So hopefully they come out good. I skipped a step. I didn't put the dough in the refrigerator, but that's okay. So definitely do that. I'll mark that down into the comments too, like stick the dough in the refrigerator for 10 minutes, because it's really sticky. I got it all over my my bottle here, so we'll put that right over there. And that's all I got. So just a quick and easy chip for you guys to make, so you can use it for, I'm going to use it for French onion dip. Or I'm going to use it for cheese and crackers, so I can put some salami or whatever kind of meat and cheese on it. So use it for whatever you want. Super duper duper easy. All right, let me see. You're welcome, Angie. You're very welcome. Will you post a picture of them done? Yeah, hopefully if they turn out, because I didn't put them in the refrigerator. But I'm sure they'll be okay. So once they start baking, let me take a peek. Let me look at them. Well, they look all shiny. So if they don't turn out good, I'll whip up another batch and I'll stick that in the refrigerator, and then I'll redo them. So it'll be okay. So we'll see what we get out of there, and then I'll go from there. But yeah, I'll definitely post a picture. You're welcome, Amy. Hi, Susan. How are you? I just made some sour cream and chive chips. So bake those in the oven. The recipe's up top. I'm going to put a couple comments up there in that recipe post, so people can put their dough in the refrigerator and not mistakenly have soft dough like I did. Right? All right, you guys. I'm getting off here, so I always forget to say, if you're live, drop me a 1. If you're on the replay, drop me a 2. I always forget that. But as long as you leave a comment and you want, like, because I make changes to the recipes all the time. So if I make something and it doesn't work, I'll go in and change it in the recipe, because not all recipes are made the same. And even the recipes, I've cooked a lot of recipes on the internet. I found recipes on Pinterest, and some of them just don't work until you twist it around a little bit and tweak it. So definitely don't get discouraged when you make a recipe and it doesn't turn out the way you want to. Just make it a different way. Try it with something else, because it might work. So I do that all the time. I don't care. I don't care. I do it all the time. I put whatever I want in it, whenever I want, whatever I have on hand. I make substitutions all the time. Chicken for beef. It doesn't matter. Cottage cheese for sour cream. It'll all work. Baking powder for baking soda. I've done that one before too. So if it tastes good, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, Michelle. Okay, let me see. Thank you, Renee. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. I'm gonna wait for these things to get done. If they end up blah 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 turning out good, I'll definitely take a picture. If not, I'm gonna whip up another batch and then redo it and then take a picture. All right. So I hope you guys are having a lovely Saturday night. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Lovey. How are you? I'm just getting off.